Los Angeles Chargers.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Play action. It's Wilson.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they've got it well across midfield. Down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Play action. Now Wilson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. It's another pass to Perriman, and it's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert off of play action. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's into the hands of Ekeler. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And Herbert able to get this one to Ekeler out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Chargers. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Denver. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score, Broncos 14, Chargers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to me. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 21, Chargers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 15.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Perriman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from 53. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this one is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the option, here's Williams.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
36, Chargers 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Chargers 18.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Herbert on first down now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances. Well, that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were